Blood total protein measurements can help diagnose a number of health conditions. This includes liver and kidney disease, but they can also indicate malnutrition, dehydration, and infection. To measure total protein levels, put the blood in microhematocrit tubes and seal the ends with some clay. Place the tubes in a centrifuge with the clay side pointing out. If you put them in the wrong way around, the centrifugal forces will pull all of the blood out of the tubes. You also need to have an even number of tubes so that the centrifuge is well balanced. Don't forget to screw the lid back on so that the tubes don't go flying all over the place. Then close the top and let it spin for 10,000 revolutions per minute for 5 minutes. While it's spinning, instead of wasting your time, go calibrate your refractometer. This is done by placing some distilled water on the prism and checking to make sure that the USG reading is at 1. As you can see here, it's a bit off. Don't worry, I fixed it. After taking the tubes out of the centrifuge, you'll notice that the blood has separated into 3 layers: red blood cells, buffy coat, which contains white blood cells and platelets, and plasma. The proteins we are looking for are in the plasma, so use a diamond pen to score the glass above the buffy coat. Then you can break it in half with your hands. Transfer the plasma to the refractometer and check the plasma protein reading, which in this case is about 8.2 grams per 100 milliliters. Multiply by 10 to get the value in grams per liters. So this blood sample contained 82 grams of protein per liter. However, due to the sample being partially hemolyzed, this value will be falsely elevated. When you're done, discard the microhematocrit tubes in a sharp spin.